Welcome back to my channel. Well, it seems that every day, every week, we are finding out that a lot of excuse me, a lot of large companies are actually laying off mass amounts of their workers. So let's get into this video and see what's the latest on the layoffs that are happening. Continuous layoffs. We continue to see. It may be due to AI. This is what everybody is saying, but it just seems like so much at one time. And I know people were not or are not ready for these mass layoffs. There's a lot going on. People are really not ready for this.
People who are experienced.
Two major companies have been seeing massive layoffs across the country. Ozark's first Michael McLaughlin is live in Springfield at the Teamsters Local 245, where he talked to the president there on the local impacts, as well as a tech professor on what artificial intelligence has to do with the layoffs.
Yeah, so Amazon.
So as I said, it seems that artificial intelligence is the reason, basically, that they're giving for these massive amounts of layoffs. But some people were not ready, and some people still doubt that maybe artificial intelligence can take over their position. But it's happening, and this is what we're seeing every single day, that artificial intelligence is the reason that most people are losing their jobs at these companies.
Amazon recently announced its plans to cut more than 14,000 jobs, while UPS says they've already cut over 48,000 jobs this year. I came here to learn where those cuts are being felt across Missouri.
There's been significant layoffs in Joplin, Kansas City, and St. Louis with building closures.
President of Teamsters Union Local 245, Jeremy Manley, tells me while UPS layoffs are happening in various cities across the Show Me State, he doesn't expect anything to change in the Queen City.
I think it'll be business as usual in Springfield. Just because of the environment of Springfield, we are tending to be on the right trajectory here, but when you have a company as big as UPS, it obviously affects us with building closures and routes moving.
He tells me the cuts could be from the company trying to balance out their supply and demand from a time that previously saw high volumes of orders.
During COVID, everything spiked. Everyone was home, everyone was ordering. There was way more people working from home, which caused UPS to deliver to those residential neighborhoods, every residential house. Now people are back at work.
Most of Amazon's layoffs would get rid of corporate positions as they shift focus to AI. But Dr. Lloyd Smith tells me high-level programming jobs are still needed.
We now can get more code written with fewer people. But we still need high-level programmers. We still need people to design the programs.
However, lower-level jobs, such as basic data entry, could be affected.
See, so this is a thing that people have to remember too. AI is going to take the positions of the people who have the jobs at the low skill level. So if you're doing something that's repeatedly done, chances are that when these layoffs happen, those are going to be the names that are in the batch. So people got to look at that. There are mass layoffs happening, but this is the time to basically look at the skills that you have and see how secure your position is. If you're just, at the low level position, you're the lowest title, it's probably one of the least important things for them as a company. Like they said, they need high level individuals because they need people that understand AI. So these mass layoffs that are happening are, sad to let people go, but start to look at the patterns, because these layoffs keep happening. And if you are not paying attention, that's definitely going to be the case.
It is a problem because If you don't have any entry-level jobs, then how do you ever get people who are experienced? So yeah, I think that's something we're going to have to deal with and figure out how to solve that problem.
He says the solution is to teach future programmers to not rely on AI, but to use it as a tool.
There's a saying going around that says you're not going to lose your job to AI, you're going to lose your job to somebody using AI. So we have to teach our students how to use AI and how to use it so that they do it responsibly.
And basically, that's exactly what it is, that people have to look at it in a way that this is a time for you to get prepared. This is a time for you to see that AI is actually doing a lot of the things that we need them to do, and they are actually doing things that we didn't think they would be able to do. So while people are in this entry-level position, these entry-level jobs that require no real skill, but it's basically something that before people needed to push a button or write low level paperwork or do something along those lines. Those are the people that are going to have to uh, really look at their position. Like he said, though, which is a good point. If there are no entry level positions, how do they get to the more experienced positions? But that just means that, we're definitely going to see what happens, because that no matter what, right now, what we're seeing are layoffs that are, it seems to be inevitable. So let me know what you think about this and put it in the comments, join the conversation about these layoffs that are happening. UPS, Amazon, MGM, so many companies, even within the last 2 weeks, have been laying off thousands. So let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.